Alright, so it looks like we're live. Let's see if at 10 o'clock in the morning there is anyone watching this video. Give me a sign of life. Let me know that you're here with me, hanging out. Let's make sure. Yeah, it looks like I'm alive. Alright, so today I'm going to make something in Blender. Let me activate the shortcut viewer so that you can see down here which buttons I'm clicking. Again, this is my layout just for the introduction to the show. As you can see up here, I have Gigi D'Alessio playing with Mario Merola, very good movie. On the left, I have my Blender viewport. This is where I'm going to be doing my artwork. Then you have my big face underneath. All this part will be deleted once the video is finished. But today I was thinking to do a small image for Christmas. Every Christmas I forget to make a Christmas card because I'm always too late or because I'm busy. And so I thought to myself, why don't I do a Christmas card now? Since I have a little bit of time, I'll make something with like Santa Claus or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I just opened up Blender. I'm still a little bit sleepy. I should have taken a shower before doing this. I didn't, so I apologize. And I'm also not wearing any t-shirt underneath, so. All right, let me go into my good old friend Google and let me collect some Santa Claus images. Santa Claus toy. I want to do something a little bit low poly. Lately I've been doing a lot of low poly. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen a couple of things that I've done. Let's look for something like wooden toy. Yeah, something like this, so that we can use it as a base to create our own Santa Claus. Gathering references like this, it will help you understanding how other artists have rationalized the main shapes of the character, in this case Santa Claus. It's important to know what are the elements that constitute the shape, the silhouette of Santa Claus in this case. And so you can see in this image, I don't know if it's too small, let me zoom in a little bit. So you got the hat, there is a little bit of fur around it. I still haven't learned how to make fur in Blender, so forgive me for not doing this today. There is a belt with a buckle, okay, feet, arms. Maybe we can add some stuff to make it look even more Christmassy. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into Blender. I'm gonna select the default cube and say goodbye. And then Shift A to add. I'll add the cylinder. And this cylinder, I can leave it as it is. Let me go and grab it and put it a little bit up. Then S for scaling, and then middle mouse button to scale it into this direction. Then I'm gonna hit Tab 2 for edge mode, and then Control R to put a loop in it. Put the loop in here, S to scale it up. And so what I'm doing, I'm starting to build the silhouette of the belly of Santa Claus. If I say edit mode Control 2, I can give some subdivisions to this geometry. Now, the problem is that this geometry is not tessellated good enough for me to have a smoothing on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to my edit mode, and then I'm gonna select the top, and I'm gonna say inset to create an inset. I'm gonna scale it to 0. And then in point mode, I'm going to say M collapse by distance, and so these points will be collapsed. I'll do the same thing down here. E for inset, S for scale 0, and then the points M collapse by distance. And now I can simply add sort of like subdivision down here and another subdivision up here, and that will clean up a little bit my geometry. Now you can still see it a little bit tessellated. This is because I need to go to right click shade smooth, and this will give me a smoothed angle. I could also add some more loops up here to let this geometry stretch a little bit less. Control R. Wait, let me go from the top. Actually, you know what? Let me select the faces. This doesn't allow me to select the loop. Okay, no problem. I'll just do like this, inset, and this will give me Now, one of the reasons why I started to do these tutorials is because the Blender community is very active, and when people are watching these things, they usually write in the comments how to do things properly. And I've literally started to use Blender maybe a month ago, a month and a half ago. And so, you know, to me, this is still like a period of discovery, which is great. You know, it's one of the best times. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the front view and then Alt Z to make this see-through, 1 to go to point mode, and then B to select the front. Oops, the bottom points are still selected, so let's do this again, B. And then I'm gonna, instead of scaling it, because scaling will scale also these points down vertically, I'm just gonna activate the scale gizmo, and I'm gonna look for the blue. Actually, you know what? Let me maximize my viewport so that you can see it better. There we go. And then I'm gonna select this point, and then with Alt select. No, it doesn't let me do it. Okay. Never mind, another box selection around here. Point to zoom in, and I'm gonna scale this ever so slightly. Good, so now we got the body of Christmas, of Christmas, the body of Santa Claus. We're gonna need a head, and the head we're gonna go with the classical UV sphere. Put it up here. There we go. We don't really care about the subdivisions in this case because I can simply shade it smooth and it will look good. Then we're gonna need a hat. For that, we're gonna create a cone, and the cone will be placed up here. Maybe one thing that we can do with the cone, let me see if this is smooth enough. Okay, now since I clicked the smooth option, shade smooth, you can see that we get this artifact. Now, in Cinema 4D, I had to adjust the Fong level in order to get rid of this. In Blender, you have to go down to the object data properties, and then in normals, you have to click the auto smooth option, and that will get rid of this artifact. Let me go into edit mode 3 to select the bottom, and I'm gonna scale this a little bit so that the hat it's not too prominent. And then eventually later I'm going to adjust this hat to give it sort of like a inclination, so to say. Good, so I'm gonna say Control R, edge mode, and Control R. Oops, where did I put this edge? No, done a mistake. Ah, okay. So here the problem is that it cannot create an edge, a loop cut, because these are all triangles, and so Blender cannot find a flow, right? Now there is something that you can do at this point. You can make a normal cut with a knife, and then the knife has an option, which is Z, to cut through a geometry. And I think all you have to do is to look here at the bottom. There is an option also to constrain this to a straight axis, which is C. There it is. And so now I can create a straight cut. Now enter to confirm, and now I have a cut through the geometry. This is a nifty trick that I've learned, I think, this morning. I'm gonna go in edge mode, Alt Z, deselect everything, B to select this edge, and then GG, double G, GG, that's an Italian name, to slide the edge along this edge. I'm gonna go Alt Z back to normal shading, and then I'm gonna select with Alt this loop, and then I'm gonna say extrude along normals, and this will create sort of like an extrusion that it's, whoops, that is going along the normals. As you can see now, this is going up. We can fix that in a second. Now, I clicked out of the extrude command, and I have the feeling that this extrusion was too small. If I go and click again, it will make another extrusion. So one way to not do that is to go to shrink and fatten, or Alt S. And now I can simply move the geometry along their normals. I'm gonna go to the front view. In edge mode, I'm going to select this edge, and then with Alt, I'm going to click G, and then middle mouse button to constrain this to the Z axis, so that now this is straight. It's not really looking like the hat of Santa Claus. It starts to look like the sombrero of a Mexican, which is bad. Maybe it's a Mexican Santa Claus. All right, gonna go back to the front view, G to move it, and this will make it straight. And then maybe I also have to straighten up this a little bit. There we go. Then I'm gonna add a bevel to both these edges, Control B, and then I'm gonna add some subdivisions down here. Now it's good enough. Alt Z to go back to the normal view. Good, I like that. All right, so I'm gonna get out of edit mode. I'm gonna say Shift A to create another sphere. This sphere, I'm going to scale it down. Now this looks like Santa Claus. Oh my god, it's so good. Let me get rid of this camera. It's annoying. I don't need it. So now what we need is eyes. We need eyes. We need a nose, and we will need a beard. Let me pull up my advanced reference. Yes, good. And maybe also the hair. The hair that will go around. Okay, we'll figure it out somehow. Right click, shade smooth, and I'm gonna make with Shift D. I'm going to make some copies. Put this forward a little bit. The eyes are too big. S to scale down. There we go. Starts to look a little bit like Pinocchio, but I'm pretty sure that the colors will help with the way it looks. Sorry guys, I wasn't looking at the comments. Hello, good morning everybody. I know, it's very early, isn't it? Hey James, what's up, man? Lasse, Arnold, oh Arnold, I'm so happy. Bianca, hi, how are you? Arnold is actually my tutor from university. He taught me how to use 3ds Max. The course that I did with Arnold allowed me to get my first job in 3D. I was actually an architect when I first started out. So it's safe to say that Arnold, you're watching, thanks for ruining my life. And the rest is history, of course. Okay, so these eyes, since are so difficult to model, as you can see, in order to make my life a little bit better, I'm going to drop a mirror modifier, which is going to create a copy of this eye on the other side. We just need to find, okay, the center point. There we go. So, yes, the x-axis. And so now we got 2 eyes. Good. Now we need the nose. For the nose, I'm going to create a little Shift A cylinder. This cylinder is of course too big. I'm going to scale it and then scale it again, but in this direction. I'm gonna move it up, G and then R to rotate it. I'm gonna say 90 so that it's rotated correctly. S to scale it down. Maybe we'll bring it here like this. Right click to shade it smooth, and we'll do the same thing. We'll go into the object properties, auto smooth, and this will make it better. Now, I'm gonna show you something. If you're working with an object and you change the properties of this object, say that now I'm selecting this face and I say Control B to create a bevel. See how this bevel is coming out weird, right? And this is because I've modified the scale of the object. So let me Control Z to undo. I go into object mode and then I say Control A, and I'm gonna say apply the rotation and scale to this model so that now it's gonna behave like a geometry that was created with a flat scale, basically. All right, so I'm gonna go back into the object mode, Control B, and now the bevel behaves correctly. I feel like this nose is a little bit too big. Let me move this down. Yeah, this is cute. Isn't it cute? So cute, so cute. All right, so now we need a beard. All right, I'm seeing comments. It needs a bigger belly. Yeah, you're right. Well, have you seen the Christmas Chronicles? They have, what's the name of the actor? Christmas Chronicles 2. They have cast. They have Kurt Russell, and he's very fit. By the way, there are 9 people watching my video and only 2 likes. Guys, this hurts. It hurts inside, it hurts my ego. I'm a person with a very big ego. What are you doing there? Really? You want me to stop the stream? Is this what you're asking? Anyway, let's continue modeling Santa Claus. Oh my god, he's so cute. Now we need to make a beard. How do we make a beard? So a beard, it's basically a beard. It's what is a beard? We should get into the philosophical understanding of what a beard is. And actually, there is James watching. He's got a big beard. James, any beard tips? I know what to do. All right, so we're gonna start with a box, Shift A, and we're gonna make a cube. I'm gonna move this cube over here. by the way, I'm gonna say scale, and then I'm gonna, scale, and I'm gonna scale the model in this way. There we go. And then I'm gonna select with these two elements, these two edges. Oh, and actually before I forget, apply rotation and scale. Go back, Control B. And this will sort of like create an element that we could consider like a beard, or what do you think? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. How do we do this? How do we do this? Okay, first of all, it's too thick, and also needs to go around a little bit. Actually, you know what? Since people might not know that, but I'm an architect and also an engineer, that means that I have big brains. What we can do, we can, in edit mode, say Shift A, then we make a cylinder. Then from the top view, we move the cylinder there, scale it down a little bit like this, then scale it down on top, maybe move it a little bit like this, and then in mesh, but then we're gonna have that issue over there. It doesn't matter, we'll do the same, it's okay. And mesh, oh no, Control Z, mesh, Boolean, I don't remember what it is. Okay, if you don't remember something, F3, and then you say Boolean, intersect Boolean. Wow. I mean, look how good that is. All right, good. Let's do the same thing. I'm gonna Shift A cube, G to bring this cube down there, and then I'm gonna select, I'm gonna scale it up like this, and then to select this edge, I'm gonna bring this edge up from the side view. There we go. I'm gonna L to select linked, and now I'm gonna actually do the same thing. I'm gonna say F3 Boolean, and gone. Look at that. And now I have a beard. And this beard can now go to the face of my Santa Claus. Oh my god, this is so cute. And now we can of course scale it to fit our agenda. Maybe we'll have to bring this a little bit up. I know that this doesn't look as good as I wanted it to, but it's good enough. Okay. It's actually not bad. I mean, I'm gonna look at this from the front, so whatever. Whatever, man, I'm learning, okay? I'm learning. All right, so what do we do? Now we need a belt. So let's look at this geometry. Okay, it's not subdivided, so I'm gonna go inside the modifier and say I'm gonna apply it. And now that it's applied, I'm gonna select a very big, a very big belt. And this belt, I'm going to say Shift D to duplicate it, and then Escape P, and separate it by loose part. Now what this does, it'll create another element if I deselect everything. this element here, right click, set origin to geometry. And now this element, I can put a modifier, like a skin modifier. Skin, will it work? No. Which one do I want? Want a solidify modifier. Look at that. And now I can make this a bit thicker, maybe 1, maybe 0.2. Why is it still? Yeah, maybe I'll play with the offset. I don't know. Yeah, okay. That's good enough. So now we got a belt for Santa Claus. Santa Claus, you're getting dressed, man. And let's create also a belt buckle. The belt buckle of Santa Claus in this case. Okay, we can make it the same. Shift A. Let's create a cube. This cube will bring it forward. S to scale it down. And then we gonna go into edit mode, Control R, and these faces, we're going to inset them, but we're going to say inset individual. There we go. And we can do the same with this. Inset. Wait, hold on, because now the distance is not the same. Okay, I'm an idiot. There is an easier way to do this. Control Z, 1, B, delete all vertices, and now all I have to do is delete these faces. Let me select them both. Delete faces. And now I can select everything, say extrude, and now I've got my buckle. Alt Z, there we go. Let's go back to edit mode, S to scale it down. Let's place this in front of Santa Claus. Santa Claus, you better don't cry. You better don't do bad things. Santa Claus is coming tonight. That sounds so nasty. All right. To select the edges, I need to make my selection circle a little bit smaller because I keep selecting stuff that I don't need to select. Select these, I select that. Select these, I select that. Then I select these, and then I select that, and then I select these, and then I select that, and then I select these, and then I select these, and then I select that, and then I select these, and then I say, oh wait, Control A, rotation and scale applied. We'll go back to our edge mode, Control B, and we make some very nice bevels. You see? Now this is beveled. It's in front of Santa Claus, and our Santa Claus looks great. I love it. Now these and these, I'm going to say Control J if I don't mistake. Yes, and then auto smooth also here. I'm gonna right click, set origin to geometry, and from the side I'm going to rotate this a little bit, G, to position it this way. This looks a lot better. Very good, Santa. Very good. You're gonna scare the shit out of kids one day when you're gonna get published on my Instagram. Shade smooth, auto smooth, and maybe Control A to rotation scale, and then 3. I'm gonna select this and say Control B. Maybe we can smooth that out some way. Yeah, it's good enough. Good. Very good, Santa. Very good. Very good, Santa. I like it. Maybe the head should be a little bit more oval, but it doesn't matter. All right, let me ask you guys watching from home. Do you want Santa to have feet? Hi, Voldemars. Nice. You need a wash, James? Okay. All right, so 7 people watching, 5 likes. This is a very good ratio. Don't forget, if this is you're just tuning in, hit the like button. It makes me really, really happy. I asked you if Santa should have feet. Bianca is saying no. But Bianca, Santa without feet? Hobbit style feet? Hobbit style fit. Wait a second. I don't have it. Hobbit feet. Let me look. Oh my god. James, that's how my feet currently look, so I don't think. Alright, you know what? We won't know until we test it, right? That's what I say to my clients. Let's wait. Edit mode. Let's bring everything a little bit up and let's see how fit would look like. Also, doesn't Santa have like golden buttons on the shirt? Doesn't he? Not here. Maybe in other pictures. By the way, Santa, on this Santa, which I could buy for 21 money. Yeah, there are buttons and there's also like eventually sort of like a seam here. We can add that. If I go into edit mode, I can actually go and select the faces right here. And actually there is a shortcut in Blender which allows you to, if you click Control, maybe this works only if, nope, it doesn't work. Okay, I saw that there was a shortcut that allows you to select the shortest path with Control, but this doesn't seem to be working. Okay, doesn't matter. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yep, no, this is not central. Okay, let's select these, and also let me isolate this with Shift H. Let's go back to face mode so that I can see everything that I'm doing. There we go. Whoopsie daisy. And then Alt H, no. Control 8, no. Alt 8, I need to be in object mode. Alt H to bring everything back again. And then I can do an extrusion along the normals. So, what is happening? What is happening? All right, Fabio, no stress. Select one object. Object mode, extrusion. There it is. Come to Papa. Good. And now I have the possibility to say, if I go into edge mode, to select only the boundary loops. There you go. And now I can say Control B. Can make a little bevel. Maybe there are way too many subdivisions in this case. Can go down to 3. 3 will be enough. And now I got my Santa. And I can, wait a second. How does it look this in real life? Okay, so the buttons are on the other side. To make a button, I'm just gonna select an eye. Shift D. In this case, the eye has the modifier attached. I'm going to get rid of it. Bring it very close. And on the front here, very nice. Very, very nice. I'm gonna make a copy, and then to keep the same distance and same vector, all I have to do is say Shift R to repeat the last command. Now eventually the curvature of the belly is going a little bit inside, so I need to move this towards the inside, and that's okay. Maybe I want to scale all of this. I think there is the possibility to say, how do I want it to scale? I want it to scale at origin. Is it origin view? No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I can just select one and say scale down 0.8, and that will make it 20% smaller. S scale down 0.8, and the same thing here, scale down 0.8. Guys, if you're watching from home, how do you scale all the objects from the center of each single object? Let me know. Nobody. Okay, nobody knows yet. Maybe they'll know later. Is this good? I feel like there is a button missing. Maybe there should be. How is it in the real? No, the real Santa Claus only has 3. All right, so we're just gonna distribute this better. G for move. Up. There you go. This looks very good. Oh, look at that. This is so cute. Feet. We said feet. How do we make feet? Feet are basically, if you study anatomy like I did, feet are boxes. We'll scale the boxes. We'll scale the boxes. There we go. And we move the boxes on that side. We'll scale the boxes again in this direction, and then we go down this way. But if I go down, maybe the boxes need to be a little bit more like this. Okay, good. Let's make this easy on us. Subdivision surface, into edit mode, Control R to add a loop. And then I'm gonna say Control R to add another loop here. Then Control R to add another loop. And then I'm gonna select, maybe we need another loop. It's okay. I'm gonna select this element up here. G for move. I'm gonna bring it down. I'll bring this also down with G. Look at that. These are Christmassy Santa Claus shoes. No, they're not, but I'm still at the beginning, so good. So what do we do here? Control R to add another subdivision there, and then we select both of these elements, scale to scale it down this way, and then G to bring it down. And then we would need to also like add some subdivisions. Let's do this. Control R in the middle and right click to confirm. There we go. Now Control B. I'm gonna do a little bit of this and then lower the subdivisions, and then select these 2 elements, G to bring them down, and then Control R, and then scale to scale it vertically to 0, and then scale it up like this, and scale it up in this direction. Then right click to shade smooth, like this. And let's raise also subdivisions, otherwise this is not too smooth. There we go. Maybe I'll bring it forward a little bit. Santa's got big belly and a big butt, huh? These shoes should be... maybe we'll scale them down a little bit. Yes. Then let's give him like... scale in this direction. And maybe some stick legs. Stick legs with cylinder. Scale down the cylinder. Put it up here. Put it up. Scale it up. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas, everybody. Shade smooth. Control G to put this together. Ooh, hold on. Look, here we're done with the modifier, so I'm gonna say apply, and then we'll take these two, Control G, so that the modifier doesn't make that thing smooth. And then we'll say mirror, so that we can mirror it in the, no, X, where is it? I need to grab the center. There you go. Good. So this foot, we can turn it a little bit. What do you think? That's so cute! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so cute! What do you guys think? It is cute, isn't it? Alright. Okay, if it's cute, give it a like. I need likes, guys. I need likes. This video needs likes. Give me a like. Alright, let's go back to maximize view. And then the arms. What do we do for the arms? Hold on. Let's start shading this thing, okay? Let's give it some materials. Okay, so for the base, we're gonna go with a red. Let's see what happens here. Very good. Then the belt will be black. Then the buckle. The buckle, should it be white or should it be gold? Let's make it gold. We're gonna make it gold. We're gonna make it gold. And we're gonna make it super specular. Ruffy. The shoes, same color as the belt. We're gonna call this belt. Then we're gonna call this buckle. The beard will be sort of like grayish. And the face would have to be, what do we make it? We'll make it pinkish somewhere. Yeah, something like this, or what do you think? The eyes, we'll make them, we'll give it another color in case we wanna play around with it. Call this eyes. And then the nose will also have the skin material. Let's call it skin. One thing that will make Santa Claus look a little bit older will be like thick eyebrows. So let's do that. Shift A, mesh cube, scale G to bring it up here, scale to bring it down there, G to bring it here. Isn't tight, Fabio? Sorry. Then we scale it down this way, rotate it a little bit so that it looks like this. G. It's funny. You have to say it's funny. Rotate a little bit, scale it down in this direction, G, and then from the top it needs to rotate a little bit more, G, to put it inside the flash, G a little bit more. And let's try and make this also rounded by saying Control A, rotation and scale, and then 2, Control B. Let's add some subdivisions, and this will be of the same color of the beard. So beard, and we're gonna give this a mirror modifier, and this mirror modifier is going to use as a center the face of Santa Claus. This is looking good. Say Santa. Sup, Santa? All right, any comments? Blocky Santa, yes it is. Yes it is. His foot looks like an AMC pacer. In case you don't know what an AMC pacer is, one of the greatest cars ever made. And you're right, James. Listen, I'm a beginner, all right? Here, I said it. Santa Claus, Santa Claus. Now, I like it like this, but I do also think that the guy deserves hands. The thing is that if I look at this thing, I feel like I'm gonna give it hands like this, right? And that's gonna look stupid. We need to find a creative solution to the problem of hands. Santa Claus. Oh, wait. First of all, the hat needs to be red also. Red. But we're gonna need the pon-pon up here. What is it called, this thing? We need it to be the same color as the beard. Should it be? No, it should be white. Okay, so I'm gonna make another material. I'm gonna say new. I'm gonna say white. And then I'm gonna say assign. And I'll do the same with this element around here. So to do that, I'm gonna go to face mode, select all these elements, then Control I to invert them, and then say assign the white also. And now this looks like Santa. Very cool. Good. All right, let me go back to the other view so that you can see everything that I'm doing. For the arms, I sort of have an idea, but I don't know if that will work. Okay. Also, these three things, I can say Control J to join them, right click, set origin to geometry, and then we'll give it a white material. Good. Very good, Santa. Very good. For the arms, we're gonna make the arms of Santa I really don't know. Shift A. Let's start with a cylinder. Let's scale the cylinder down. Let's scale it up. Let's scale it down again. G to bring it to the side. Scale to go up. And I've got the feeling that this will be the arm, right? Yeah, it's probably the best. Okay, Santa, you're getting a cylindric arm. And the hands should be anatomically perfect. Shift A to create a sphere. Scale it down. G to place it down there. Scale it down a little bit more. G to bring it up here. Scale it down to fit into the arms of Santa. Good. So right click, shade smooth, right click, shade smooth. Now, the only mistake that we should not make is to lose details. Not to lose details, we're going to say, not to lose details, we're going to say Control A, rotation scale, edge mode, Control R, we're going to create a loop here, and then I'm gonna select this and say Control B to create a bevel. No, sorry, mistake. I should go here and select this loop and say extrude along normals. There we go. Let me isolate this. Go into auto smooth. Again, scale to go down to 0. Point mode M and collapse by distance. And then I'm going to select this and say Control B. This looks good. I'll do the same up here. So Control B to add sort of a bevel. And then this item, probably I'm gonna sink it inside the arm, inside the belly. So I'm gonna say, how do we do this? You see, I don't have the muscle memory for this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna say add the red. There we go. And then from the front, Alt Z to make it transparent. And then I'm gonna select faces, Alt Z. It doesn't make any difference. It's because I'm in the wrong mode. There you go. B to select all these, and then say new material, and then white, and then assign. Now if I go back to my rendered, or not rendered, but like look dev viewport, you can see everything. All right, Alt H will see everything again. Maybe this hand, I'm going to scale it a little bit in that direction so that it looks more anatomically correct. Yes, I said that. Skin, there you go. And now, this, let's see if there is any modifier that I put. Nope. I can actually Control J, join them. And I'm gonna, actually, for now, I'm just gonna put it in here. Oh my God, Santa, you are the cutest, Santa. You're the cutest. All right, I'm not checking the comments. You can use skin modifier for the arm. Yes, I know I could have done it with a with some points, right? But I want to have this kind of like toy-shi look, right? One thing that I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna say add the mirror modifier, and I'm gonna use the belly, so to create this. But I wanna give it a little bit of life, because I feel like, you know, yeah, it's cute and all, but it could be a little bit better. What do I do now? What do I do now? This looks funny. It looks cute. Look at this. Hey, Santa. All right, I need suggestions, guys. I don't know how should I go with this. And also, like, let me give him socks. So 3. Let me select this and say material. I want to have a new material, and the material will be the white. So now there is, I did not click the apply button, the assign button. There you go. So now this is like so cute. All right, I agree with Bianca. Needs furry color. Ah, the furry color. Around here, you mean. But then will you see it? Maybe yes. Let's do this. You guys are great. You see, this is a design of the community. Ravi, you're suggesting to change the beard? You know how long it took me to come up with this beard? You know how much engineering went into this? But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Hold on. We'll take a look at the beard in a second. Let's do a furry color. So again, same exercise, Alt Z, because otherwise I don't see it. Furry color. Actually, for the furry color, instead of going and modify the geometry, we could, and this is the crazy thing of Blender, you can make a torus. Did you know that you could make a torus? I think this is the first time that I made a torus in Blender. I know that you can make a torus. It's very simple. Minor radius, okay. Major radius, okay. All right, this is good enough. Right click, shade smooth. Then G to bring it up. Scale to scale it down. This is nice, but you cannot see it unless you go on the side. I am thinking... Oops. Let's scale this in this direction. Let's scale it also a little bit in that direction. And let's rotate it and see what happens if we bring it down that way. Then this way, then the beard should go on top of it. What do you think? But this is nice. This is nice. The only thing is that it intersects with the button. I fear that if I make this beard a little bit smaller, then it won't look like Santa. It will look like one of those Santas that stand on the side of the street and ask for money. Or this could be like a biker Santa. Now this just looked like Marcel that is about to get screwed in Pulp Fiction, you know, with the thing in his mouth. Okay, we'll go back to the first design instance. I'm looking, change the beard. How? Tell me how. Send me a message with a sketch. And furry color is here. Maybe we should make this, hold on, let's see. If I bring this further like this and maybe scale it in this direction, would that make it a little bit more interesting? No, I think it worked the way it was before. The only thing is that then we have to make this. We have to scale it, so control period to change the no, I don't need to do that. Okay, so scale in the scale in the Z direction, right? So scale Z, yeah, there you go. No, wait, scale in the Y direction. Yes, that's it. And G to bring it back. R for rotation. This is good. I like that. But the beard now, it's too much. I feel like the beard is too much. I feel like maybe the beard should be scaled in this direction. Then G to bring it forward. And then maybe scale again to bring it a little bit more forward like this. What do you think about this? This doesn't look that cartoony anymore. Made a mess. Hi, Ezekiel. Nice to see you here. Okay, so I'm struggling a little bit with the beard, but I think this is not bad. Let's make this actually with 3. Select all and then Alt S to make it a bit thicker, and then I'll bring it a little bit back like this. And I like that. Ooh, I like that. This is so cute, this Santa. All right, do we need hair? Do we need... You know, this would be better if it was curved, don't you think? I don't like that it's straight. Maybe that's what we need to do. Hi, Ryan. Yes, it could be. It could be. It could be. Actually, it would not be a bad idea to make a Santa Claus. No, the next challenge will come back in February. And so we're getting ready for the next challenge. We're working with other people. It's going to be a lot of fun. I guarantee you that. Okay, let's try something else with the beard, because I don't like it anymore. I used to be fond of this beard, but now I'm just like, eh. So I think that the shape is fun, but maybe we need to make it in another way. Let's make a cylinder again. Let's bring the cylinder forward, and let's make, instead of cylinder, we'll make it a tube by going into edit mode, E for inset, and then I think with F3 I could bridge. Is it bridge? Yes, I can bridge this. And then in point mode, Alt Z, I'm going to deselect everything and then select these things, click delete vertices, and now I can simply go back to normal mode, edge mode, select. Actually, I can select from the top, Alt Z, B to select these points. There you go. And then F to fill them. Nice. All right, same thing. Oops. B. F for filling them. Done. So this is our beard now, right? Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Right click, shade smooth. Again, auto smooth. I think this will work a lot better. Yes, I should have done this in the first place. Right click, set origin to geometry, G to bring it forward. This is so much better already. I can tell that it's already so much better. Look at this. Sometimes you need to be able to say, I fucked up. I don't know where I was going with this, but scale, G to bring it further, S to scale it up. Oh my god, this Santa is so cute. But now we need to cut it this way, right? Okay, so what do we do? How do we do it? We do it by duplicating this. Shift D, R, 90, enter. The other way around. Okay. All right. Wait. Let me do this again. There you go. G to go down. To go down on Santa. Oh. All right. G to bring this in. Sorry, this this show is really not made for kids. I should have warned you of that. Okay, good enough. I like that. And then I'm gonna select the loop. The loop! The fruit loop! 3, and I'm gonna select all these elements around here. All these elements. Alt S to make them bigger and fatter. And then from the front, I can bring this a little bit up. That's good. Then I'm gonna say this, oops, okay. So I made a mistake. I should have made this object inside of the beard. Not a problem. I'll select this, and say Control J. Now these objects are the same. If I go into edit mode and click 3, with L, I can select everything that is connected, and then I can say F3, Boolean, and now this is cut off. This is so much better, don't you think? As a beard, it still looks like a bandit, but I like the simple low poly look. So we're going with this. Oh, there are little pieces. Okay, let me isolate it to see what happens. Okay, so my geometry didn't go through that well. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. B, delete vertices. B to select everything. Delete vertices. Delete. Why is this not deleting? Vertices. Is this the center of the geometry? Could it be? No. Delete vertices. Yes. Okay. Good. So now we need to. Oh, this is bad because now I cannot. Okay. It doesn't matter. I'll show you what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna select all these vertices down here. Select all the vertices and then click delete. And then click delete. Delete will delete the vertices. Delete vertices. So now we got the beard, right? But the beard is still not. All right, so B to select, wait, let me see what is happening here. So you got these elements here, okay, B, actually, no, you know what? We're gonna select all these 3 together, and then M, no. What we're gonna do something else. We're gonna click on snap, then vertices, and then we're gonna use the option auto merge, and then with G, I can actually bring these vertices down to that point, and that will make it snap in the right position. Now, this is not the same, like it's not symmetric, and I think it has to do with the fact that I used a Boolean, because let's face it, I don't know how to model. B to delete all the vertices, and again B because I didn't select the option to see through. Great. Now we're gonna actually, let me clean this up, okay? Because I have I'm compulsive and I cannot look at this stuff. So I'm gonna try and make all these points snap to the closest point, so that now the geometry looks sort of like okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. And this point we can also bring up this way. Brilliant. Okay, great. Now we're gonna say mirror on the wall. Who's the prettiest of them all? Where's the mirror? Mirror modifier. Brilliant. Okay, clipping so that this will be merged, and then we can also make another modifier which is called, I think, solidify. Yes, solidify. We'll go in the other direction. There we go. And now the beard is done. Let's go to object mode, Alt H to bring everything back. Let me put a, sorry, I want to put the beard material. Guys, this is amazing. I love it. Okay, good. So G to bring it a little bit down so that it looks a little bit better. I like it. I'm sold. This is what this is exactly what I was looking for. What do you think? This looks like Abraham Lincoln Santa Claus mashup. Tell me if you agree. Ezekiel, the good people at Cinema are not responding to my emails. They have not sent me my usual NFR license that I get. So I was like, you know what? I understand it. Passive aggressive, my own opinion. But it's okay. That's how life is, right? I will start Blender. And so I did. And yeah, that's it. No hard feelings. I understand it. You know, they're running a company. They have to do what it takes to make things right. And I thought I was helping with my cinema stuff, but I wasn't. And so now I'm on Blender. So there it is. Now I could have like what do you call them? Sledges and the dogs with the horns, the reindeers. That's what they're called. But it might take a little bit too long. So you know, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Bianca, yes, you're right. Maybe at the bottom we need to add some furriness to the bottom, right? So let's do that. Mesh, torus. In this case, I can just click like this, make it a little bit bigger. Ho ho ho! This is very nice, huh? All right, right click, shade smooth, and we'll give it a white material. White, there it is. So this is our Santa Claus. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Make Rudolph. I should make Rudolph. How do I, how does Rudolph look like? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, right? You want me to do that in this session? I can do it. I'm gonna do it, but not in this session. I think that I've kept you guys watching for too long. What do you think? Should we render this thing? Do you want to spend another 10, 15 minutes and we'll try and render this thing? Okay, if you want me to render this thing, then hit the like button now. Even if you clicked it already, click the like button again. All right, let's render this. First of all, let me select everything and let me bring it to the floor. Let me Shift A, put a plane, scale it up. There we go. And then I'm gonna go into edge mode, E for extrude. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna make, let's see, maybe I'll just drop this into a subdivision modifier. Let's do that. Subdivision surface. And then I'm gonna add some subdivisions to that. Right click, shade smooth. And then I'm gonna say Control R to add some loops. Control R to add some loopy loop. Snoopaloop. Control R. Another time. Control R up here. And maybe I can also make this a little bit larger. There you go. So now, if I zoom into this, I should have sort of like an infinite background. Okay, good. Let's use a similar color. Every time that I say okay, my phone starts searching things. Let's make a reddish background, something like this. Let's go into render mode, and now as you can see there is nothing because there is no light. I'm gonna say ambient occlusion, maybe some bloom. It's Christmas, come on. Screen space reflection motion blur we're not going to have, and so I'm gonna say add a light, area light. There it is. And I'm gonna move this light somewhere there and then somewhere up here, and then rotate the light so that it looks at Santa. Another thing that we can do, we can put a modifier on this light. That's how I used to work with Cinema 4D. This constraint, so if I take this light, is there a chance to put a track 2? And then I can say, okay, track the beard of Santa. And so now every time that I move the light, it's going to look into Santa's beard. The snap is still selected, and so G, S for scaling up. And let's find also camera angle. It's very important to have a camera angle that allows you to look at your image the way you want it. Now, I like to work with a camera that it's looking straight at my subject. Shift A to create a camera. There we go. And now Control Alt 0 to snap the camera to my viewport. Now with the camera selected, I can go into item. The rotation, I want to have 90 degrees. There we go. That's what I was talking about. And then 0, and then maybe, I don't know, 15. That's fine. I don't know the position of my camera. It doesn't matter for now. What I can do, I can go into my camera the parameters and change the shift. And I'm also going to make this into a squared format image, 3000 by 3000. Because most likely I will post this on my Instagram. And so that's where this is going to be. Now the area light is unfortunately not strong enough. Let's raise a little bit the power of this light. It's already looking good. The camera is not centered. For that, one thing that we can do with the camera, I can actually go and create another viewport by clicking in the corner until my cursor becomes a cross. Then I can select my camera, and with the camera selected, I can actually move it and center my object, as you can see here. This is looking so good. Okay, I don't need this viewport anymore, so I'll just hover until my mouse cursor changes sign, and I say join areas. I join this area, and now I'm back to where I was before. Now, as you can see, let me get out of Slack. Quit Slack. There you go. This is very cool. What we need is we need to change a little bit some of the settings. Let's make 64 also for the viewport. And in the shadow tab, I'm going to change the cube size to 2000 so that you get nicer shadows. Somebody told me that the cascade sides is also only for the sunlight. I trust them, but now it's a habit that I changed this to 2000 as well. So I'm gonna do that. The one light, it's shining nicely. I like the way it's illuminating my scene. Maybe the background should be a little bit deeper. Maybe the background should start reading some books. I'm gonna become a little bit deeper. There we go. Maybe a little bit wider as well. What do you think? Very good. And now what I can do, I can duplicate this light by clicking Shift D. And I think that, yeah, the constraint stays. I'm gonna make this into a fill light, of course. This I'm going to call it main. And what I'll do, I'll create a brand new collection, called this scene management. And what I'll do is I'll put the camera and the two lights, where are they? There we go. Inside this new collection, so that if I need to change something, I can simply go into the lights. There we go. So 0. Now you can see the object is illuminated correctly, maybe a little bit too evenly. I would say I'm gonna go inside the light parameters and change the fill light to 200 so that it's not so prominent. Maybe that's too little. Let's say 250, a little bit better. And maybe the other one, I'm going to make it 400. Yeah, nicer. The background, as you can see, it's very dark. We could use a light. Shift A, light, area light, G to bring it at the back, and then from the side, rotate it 90 degrees. Sorry, rotate it minus 90 degrees. There you go. And then we can bring it at the back of Santa Claus. Let's see what happens if we say 1000. There we go. We can get this light to shine a little bit of light behind Santa, like this. I don't need, in this case, to have a direct backlight shining on Santa. The only thing is that this is going to create this element of separation in the shadows. So I have to play a little bit with maybe with the inclination of the light. Let's do that from the side view. Let me rotate this. Maybe let me move it away. Let's increase the power, say 5000, because I'm gonna bring this a little bit further away. G. It's alright, it's okay. It's fine. G, rotate again. G. You know what? I'm gonna spend like 6 hours tuning this light. I know myself. It's okay the way it was before. I'll leave it like this for now, and maybe just bring it closer to Santa. Maybe make it a little bit harder. 5000. Maybe, you know what I have to do? I have to change a little bit the geometry. Oh my god, I'm so compulsive. I knew that if I started to do this. Edge mode, take this edge. Go back to 0. Go back to my view. And G, put it up. And I'll do the same with the geometry down here. There is no. Yes, this one. G, bring it in that direction. There we go. 0. This is getting worse. Okay, never mind. I would say, you know what? Let me put this light inside this collection. Let me change the... oh, what am I doing? Oh, object mode. Area light. There we go. Let's make this 1000. Let's turn it a little bit. And then let's bring it behind Santa. And then let's turn it a little bit like this. And that's it. I'm gonna keep it this way. I don't care. Deselect this. The materials are a little bit too flat as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna change this and say I want it to be a little bit more specular and a little bit more rough. There we go. So now it really looks like it's a toy or something. Same thing with these things. More specularity, more roughness, like that. Actually, no, for the beard I would say let's keep it a little bit more matte. The skin definitely more specular, less rough. And the white as well, we'll do the same thing. More specular, less rough. And the belt also more specular, less rough. And that's it. This is our little Santa. Let's render it to see how it comes out. Oh my god, this is so cute! It is cute, isn't it? Alright guys, what do you think? Is it cute? Is it not cute? Is it cute? It's cute, yeah? Sorry, I wasn't really following all the comments. I apologize. I have to reread everything. Okay guys, so if you're enjoying this, I don't know, do you like this kind of content? Don't worry, what I'm doing with you know, the stuff that I'm doing where I talk about the praxis of being a designer, of being an artist, all that kind of stuff, all the resources that I gather, that kind of content, it's not going to go away. You don't have to worry about this. But I am trying to bring a little bit more creativity into my life because, you know, at the moment I work with a lot of clients and the stuff that we do, it's related to positioning, to marketing, to social media communication. And I get to do very little artistic work. And I do miss that, you know, I do not miss clients, don't get me wrong. The clients that tell you move the belt buckle 3 pixels to the right, horizontally and vertically, and it's like, what? But I do miss, you know, the thrill of doing things, of doing art, of making funny things, and so, you know, I want to use my YouTube channel as a way to go back to do a little bit more art, to do a little bit more messing around and being funny and post things that are not super proper. The stuff that we're doing for the, let me show myself, the stuff that we will do related to architectural visualization and the business side of architectural visualization, we will still do it, but on the D2 channel. And that's because we feel that this is where it belongs, right? On this channel, I'm going to be a little bit more experimental. I'm going to do things a little bit more out of the ordinary, if you like. Things like, you know, the low poly Santa Claus and yeah, and that's it. Let me know what you think about these kind of videos. It's very long, I understand. Actually, thanks a lot for you guys being here for so long, watching me doing this stuff. I'm gonna stop the stream. Thanks a lot for watching. If you find this video useful, give it a like, share it maybe so that other people might see it. And I give you lots of love and see you guys very soon. Mwah! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.